Maya and Arun were best friends who lived in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall trees. Every afternoon after school, they loved exploring the outdoors together. One sunny day, Maya brought her favorite bright red kite to a large open field. Arun helped her hold the string while the wind carried the kite higher and higher into the blue sky. For a while, everything was perfect. The kite danced among the clouds, twisting and spinning in the breeze. But suddenly, a strong gust of wind pulled the kite away. The string snapped and the red kite floated across the field before disappearing behind a hill.
In this video, we're going to look at how you can generate cartoon videos like the ones you just saw completely free using AI. Also, one important thing to note is that we're not just talking about generating 30-second cartoon videos. If you want, you can generate 10-minute cartoon videos or even half-hour cartoon videos using this method. One issue, however, when generating long videos like these is that there's often a chance of losing character consistency. In this video, we'll also discuss how to generate videos without losing character consistency. We're going to cover a simple workflow and all the related steps in this video. Another important thing to mention is that we're only using free tools here. We're not using any paid tools. First, open any browser. After opening the browser, go to ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or Grok. Any similar platform will work. Even Claude is fine. Just use whichever platform you prefer. The first thing we need to do is generate a story. You may already have a story in mind. If so, you can write and prepare it yourself. If you need AI's help, you can use any of these AI platforms. When generating a story, the first thing you should do is assign a role to your AI platform. Give it the role of a scriptwriter who writes stories for kids. Also mention that it has 10 years of experience. Once the role is assigned, tell it what you need. We want a good story suitable for children. So we've already given the AI tool the task of writing a story. Next, provide as many details as possible about the story you want.
For example, you may want 2 characters in the story. If so, specify that you need a story with 2 characters. I'm planning to generate a story without dialogue. That means the story will be narrated in the background throughout. The characters won't speak directly. Instead, what they say will be described by the narrator. So mention that as well. Also specify how long the story should be. If you want a 2-minute story, mention that too. Include as many details as you can think of.
Another thing you can mention is that if the AI has any questions, it should ask you. I'm not typing that here for now, but if you're serious about doing this, it's worth mentioning. Tell the AI that if it has any questions before generating the story, it should ask you first. If you answer those questions, you'll usually get better results. I'm not providing the prompt in the description or comment box because the important thing is understanding the process. The most important thing here isn't copying and pasting a prompt. It's learning how to create good results using your own ideas and prompts. So understand the concept and add your own ideas to it. For now, I'm just using a short prompt and clicking the send button. When creating your prompt, make sure to include as many details as possible, just like I mentioned earlier. Also, tell it to ask questions if necessary.
After submitting the prompt, it generated a story for me here. If you want to make any changes to the story, you can do that. For example, I forgot to mention that I wanted a story without dialogue. If I want to make that change, I can simply mention it in the prompt. The full story has now been generated. Next, copy the entire story. After copying it, we need to generate a voiceover for it. For that, I'm moving to the second platform.
The second platform is Google AI Studio. Go to Google and search for AI Studio Generate Speech. When you search for it, you'll find a website called aistudio.google.com and the Generate Speech page. Open it. Once you're there, sign in using your Google account. After signing in, you'll reach a page like this. You'll see several options here. For now, I'm selecting the option called the Master Storyteller because I personally think it works better for this. You can paste your script here.
Paste the script you copied earlier. If there are any unnecessary parts in the script, you can remove them. Since this is for a voiceover, the story itself is what will be used in the final video. So remove things like story headings that aren't needed. For example, there's a The End section here, which I'm removing. One thing to note is that there are sections called Scene and Sample Context at the top.
If we leave these unchanged, one common issue is that the story tends to be narrated very slowly. Personally, I feel the overall length becomes a bit too long because of that. I prefer the narration to be a little faster. Of course, everyone has different preferences. Some people may prefer a slower storytelling style. Anyway, go back to ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or any similar platform. Then tell it that you want to generate a voiceover for a story using Google AI Studio. Mention that the platform asks for scene and sample context. Explain that you don't want the story to be narrated too slowly, and that you want it delivered at a normal speaking pace. That's my preference, but yours might be different. Whatever your preference is, mention it in Gemini or ChatGPT. Then ask it to generate prompts for the scene and sample context sections. Also, if you click on speaker settings, you'll see an option called Audio Profile. Ask the AI what should be selected there. Also ask which style would be best, which pace would be better, and which voice would suit a children's story. Based on its recommendations, select a voice, choose a style, and set the pace. Configure everything according to your preferences. There's also an accent option here. You can select the accent you want. If you prefer American, choose that. If you want British, select that. Otherwise, there's also a neutral option. Choose whichever suits you best. You can also use the voice recommended by the AI platform or test different voices yourself. Once you've pasted the story, you'll see a Run button. Click it. The voice generation process will begin. Wait until the voice is fully generated. Once it's ready, a Download button will appear. Click it to download the voice file. I actually generated this voice earlier. This is the voice file. One thing you should note is its total length. In my case, the total duration is 1 minute and 43 seconds. Next, go back to ChatGPT. We're planning to generate videos in 10-second segments. So for a total length of 1 minute and 43 seconds, we'll need around 11 videos. Check the length of your audio and calculate how many videos you'll need if each one is 10 seconds long. In my case, I need 11 videos. Then, in ChatGPT, below the story you generated earlier, ask it to split the story into 11 scenes. As I mentioned before, provide as much detail as possible. After clicking Send, I received all 11 scenes separately. However, if you look at them, you'll notice that these scene descriptions aren't detailed enough to generate images. The prompts are too short. So, the next thing to do is ask for image generation prompts for each scene. We're not generating images here yet. We're only generating the prompts. You'll probably have your own ideas for the images as well. Make sure to mention all of them. For example, you may want a specific style. Some people prefer Disney-style cartoon videos, while others prefer a more standard cartoon style. So clearly mention the style you want. If you have any other ideas, include those too. Once that's done, click the Send button. You'll then receive image generation prompts. Another thing we need is a prompt to generate character images. You can ask for that before generating the scene images. I'm asking for character image prompts here as well. If you want specific character traits, mention them. Include all your ideas. Then click the Send button. Once you do that, it will generate 2 character descriptions. The next step is to create those characters. For that, we'll use another platform called Google Flow. It's also a Google platform. Go to Google and search for Google Flow. You'll find a website called labs.google. Open it. Then sign in using any Google account. After signing in, you'll reach a page like this. You'll see a new project option. Click it. You'll then arrive at a page like this. One great thing about this platform is that you can generate photos for free. It doesn't consume any credits for image generation. You get 50 free credits every day on this platform, but generating photos doesn't require credits. First, copy the character prompt. Then go to Google Flow and paste it there. If you want, you can turn off the agent option. I'm turning it off for now. After that, select the model. If it's currently set to video, switch it to image. Then choose your aspect ratio. If you're creating a long-form video, select 16:9. If you're creating content for Reels or similar formats, you can choose 9:16. There are other aspect ratios available as well, but I'm selecting 16:9 for now. Since image generation doesn't consume credits, I'm generating 4 images. Click the Send button. The images will start generating. Select whichever image you like best. I personally liked this one, so I selected it. After selecting it, downloading it isn't mandatory, but if you do download it, choose the 2K resolution option. Since we're using a free account, that's the best choice. There's also a 4K option available. Next, generate the second character image. Copy the second character prompt and paste it here. Then click the send button and generate those images as well. Just like before, download the image you like the most. Once that's done, you'll see a characters option on the side. Select it. Then you'll see an Add from Project option below. If you want to add directly from the project, choose Add from Project. Select the image you generated earlier and liked the most. I liked this image, so I'm selecting it. Then click Add to Character. A new page will open. You'll see a character name field here. Go back to ChatGPT and copy the character's name. Paste the character name here. Then click the Done button. The character will be saved. Add the second character the same way. Click on Characters and choose New Character. Scroll down and click Add from Project, just like before. Select the image you generated earlier and liked the most. Then click Add to Character. After that, go back to ChatGPT. Copy the character name provided there and return to Google Flow. Replace the character name here with the correct one. Then click the Done button. The character will be saved. Now, both characters have been added. The reason we add characters like this is to maintain character consistency. From now on, whenever we generate images, these characters will be included. The generated photos will be based on those saved characters. Adding characters is a very important step.
Now go back to the All Media section, then return to ChatGPT. Earlier, we asked for image generation prompts. Copy the prompt for the first scene. Then go back to Google Flow and paste it there. After pasting it, click the plus button. You'll see a character option on the side. Click it and add the characters. Read the script and identify which characters appear in that scene. Add all the relevant characters. Then generate the image. Make sure the model is still set to images, just like before. Click the send button. The image will be generated. From the 4 generated images, select the one you like most. For example, I liked this image, so I selected it. Then download it. Click the download button and choose the 2K option. Once you click it, the image will be downloaded to your computer. Next, generate the remaining scenes in the same way. Create images for scene 2, scene 3, and all the other scenes. Then save your favorite images to your computer or phone. Once all the images are ready, the next step is generating videos for free. For that, I'm using a website called Lori Motion. Go to Google and search for Lori Motion. You'll find a website called lorimotion.com. Open it. After opening it, sign in. It will work even without signing in, but signing in is better. One advantage of this platform is that it lets us use the LTX 2.5 model for free. When you log in, you'll receive 7 credits. However, generating videos won't consume them. If you look below, you'll see several models. The LTX and Minimax models are free to use. There are also VO models available, but those are paid. Keep that in mind. You can use this model if you want and generate several videos directly here. However, the method I recommend more is running the LTX model through a website called Modal. That's my preferred option. If you're interested, I've included the video link in the description below. You can watch that video and run LTX 2.3 locally, allowing you to use it without limits. So either use that platform or use this one. One advantage is that you can generate full HD videos for free there. This platform has some limitations. While you can generate unlimited videos, there are still a few restrictions. Another option I recommend is Google Flow. If you use Google Flow, there's one thing to keep in mind. You'll only be able to generate 2 or 3 videos per day. But that limit applies to a single account. Once the credits on one account run out, I'm sure you know what to do. So use whichever of these 3 methods you prefer. For now, I'm demonstrating this platform. Next, return to ChatGPT. We need video generation prompts for each scene. Ask ChatGPT to generate separate video prompts for all the scenes. Then click the Send button. It will generate the prompts. Now, all the video generation prompts are ready. The next step is to copy the prompt for the first video. After copying it, return to the platform. Once you're there, the first thing you'll notice is 2 options, image and video. Select video, then choose the image to video option. After that, you'll see an upload reference image option. Click it and upload the image we downloaded earlier. I've already uploaded the image here. Once it's uploaded, scroll down. As you scroll down, you'll see an option to select the model. Choose the first option, LTX 2.5.
After selecting it, scroll down again. You'll find a field for entering the prompt. Paste the prompt there. Then, scroll down once more and choose the resolution settings. I'm setting the duration to 10 seconds. Full HD resolution isn't available here. If you want Full HD videos, you can run LTX through Modal, as I mentioned earlier. The video link is available in the description. Check it out. Once everything is set, you'll see a Generate Video option. Click it. The video generation process will start. One thing to keep in mind is that the video may not be generated within a minute. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 minutes and occasionally up to 5 minutes, so be aware of that. You'll also see a remaining time estimate, but it usually doesn't take that long. Anyway, the video has now been generated. As you can see, there's no watermark or anything like that on it.
One more thing, the video includes music by default. You can mute it if you want. If you'd like to download the video, you'll see a Download MP4 option. Click it to download the video. After clicking it, you'll see 3 dots. Click those and then select Download. The video will be downloaded. Another thing to note about this platform is that it contains quite a few ads. The reason these models are available for free is because the platform runs ads. So if you have any ad blockers enabled on your phone or computer, it's a good idea to disable them. Ads are what allow the platform to offer these services for free. Personally, I haven't found the ads to be a major issue. The important thing is that we can use the platform for free. Next, convert the remaining images into videos the same way. Generate all the videos. If any video doesn't look right, you can simply regenerate it, since the platform is free. Once all the videos are generated, the next step is editing. Use any editing software you like. I'm using a simple editing program here. You can use editing apps on your phone or software on your computer. Import all the videos you need into the editor. For this example, I'm only adding 4 videos. After adding them, arrange them in the correct order by checking which one is first, second, and so on. Then drag and drop them into the timeline. To make things easier, it's best to number your videos beforehand. Anyway, I'm dragging and dropping the first, second, and other videos into the timeline. I've now added 4 videos. One thing to remember is that these videos contain audio. We need to mute that audio. So I'm clicking this button and selecting Mute Audio. Depending on the editing software you use, the exact steps may differ slightly. Just make sure the audio is muted. Next, import your generated voiceover. This is the audio file I generated earlier. I'm dragging and dropping it into the editing software. Place the audio correctly on the timeline. Then play the video. As you watch it, adjust the placement of the clips according to the script. Sometimes the narration for a scene may only last 7 seconds, even though the video clip is 10 seconds long. In that case, shorten the video clip and make it 7 seconds. On the other hand, sometimes the narration for a scene may last 13 or 14 seconds. In those cases, you'll need to increase the clip length. To do that, look for the speed option, which is available in most editing platforms. Reduce the speed slightly. When you do that, the clip becomes longer. As you can see here, the 10-second video is now 12.55 seconds long. Adjust the clip length according to the part of the narration it matches. That's how you can edit the video. Go ahead and edit the entire project like this. Editing isn't particularly difficult. It's much easier than generating the videos themselves. You'll mainly be trimming clips and adjusting speeds. Once the editing is complete, you'll see an export option. Click it. The video will then be downloaded. After downloading it, you can share it wherever you like. If you want to upload it to YouTube, you can do that as well. That's how you can create cartoon videos with AI completely free and in a very simple way. Not just short cartoon videos, but even long-form cartoon videos can be created for free using this method. Even with long videos, the characters will remain consistent. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. Please leave your genuine opinion about this video in the comments. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, make sure to hype the video as well.